March 8th, and it's time for the drum set lick of the week. And this week I'm going to attempt to teach you how to play a simple polyrhythmic pattern against the 6/8 bell. And I'm going to use a cowbell, but if you don't have a cowbell, you can use the bell of your cymbal. So the 6/8 bell goes like this, and this is how I count it. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. What we're going to try to learn how to do is to just play a simple polyrhythmic pattern against that between the snare and the bass. 1 and 2 and 3 and 5 and 6. So, the way, as I always try to teach it, is to first figure out the order of what's happening before we get attached to the rhythm, the mechanics of what's happening. So the first stroke that happens is you play the bass drum and the bell at the same time. The bass drum and the bell at the same time, that's the first stroke. And then, conveniently, the next thing that happens is a paradiddle between on your right hand. So that's the first part of it. This together, and then a paradiddle. And the next stroke in the order of this rhythm is the bass drum alone. Bass drum. The next instrument in the order is the cowbell. The next two instruments in the order is the snare and the cowbell together. And the last instrument in the order is the cowbell. So, it's actually pretty simple when you get away from trying to put them together and just find out the individual strokes of what happens. Here's what you get. The bass drum and the cowbell together, a paradiddle, the bass drum alone, cowbell alone, cowbell and snare together, and then the cowbell alone. Okay? Here's how I would count this to teach it, just to say exactly what might get someone to be able to play it. So I would say 1, and then paradiddle out loud. Paradiddle. And then 4 when I step on the bass drum again. 1, paradiddle, 4. Then the tricky part is these next 3 beats, the next 4 beats are on off beats. So it's and 5 and 6 and 1, paradiddle, 4 and 5 and 6 and 1, paradiddle, 4 and 5 and 6 and. If you can do that and just loop it together, you'll have it. 1, paradiddle, 4 and 5 and 6 and 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 1. Here it is a little bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.